Nick. I'm Matt, and we're Insufficient.
Hey, Matthew.
Hey, bud. You're all fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
You're all
Fuck this hat.
No, that hat was cool.
No, I'm not a hat guy.
Now you got the Sasquatch head.
Always.
Squatch head.
Dude, I gotta, like, fix
No,
my...
I loved Harry and the Hendersons.
You are Harry and the Hendersons. Whatever that means. Ooh. I got, like, a Steve Martin vibe today.
Yeah, you kind of do.
I'm into it.
You look very astute and old.
I feel old today.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest from a friend to a friend.
God damn it.
That it looks good, but it makes you look old.
The hat?
The whole thing. Your ensemble today.
I didn't put any gel in my hair.
Yeah, you do have Steve Martin head.
I do. I'll take it.
Squatch slash.
Is Steve Martin a Fish fan?
I think Steve Martin and Martin Short are big Fish fans.
I think so too. At least Steve Martin. I'm not sure Martin Short is.
I don't know.
Dude,
I feel like Martin Short listens to Enya.
Dude, he's the funniest fucking guy, period.
You just like Jiminy Glick. That's how you feel. That's how you feel great, don't you?
Dude, when he was on Arrested Development, that scene
The
nuts. The bridge nuts!
Bridge mints! The
So
bridge mints!
It's nuts, but still. Because he puts him in the guy's nuts, and then he goes, the bridge nuts!
No, and they said the bridge mints.
Maybe. Maybe.
That's a cool look for you. You kind of look like you're backstage at like a 90s Fish show.
I am. I'm coming to you from 95. I've invented time travel. Dude, time travel shows, we never talk about those.
No, but I've posted time travel questions.
Yeah. What's really interesting for me, so today we're supposed to talk about 10, 25, 16.
Oh, we are?
We're supposed to.
Okay.
That's what we told everybody on Friday we were going to talk about.
Yeah, but I have to pull the ripcord on that.
You did because you found a show that had a lower rating.
Way lower.
And we'll talk about that. But another show that also is not well rated would be Coventry Direct, and which I think is a bank.
Coventry Direct.
Yeah. But anyway, Coventry is a time, like, depending on how many times I get to go back, it's a show that I would go see.
All right.
Maybe not because it was good, just to be there.
No.
I bet it was depressing as fuck.
At one point.
You were there.
At one point.
Yeah.
Mike comes on and gets on Bunny and says, there's been too much rain. Everybody needs to go home. I summed it up. He said more than that, but everybody parked on the side of the road, got out of their cars and fucking walked.
Was he kidding?
No, he was dead serious. Everybody needed to go home.
He's like, everybody go home. We're going to still do the show, but just go home.
No. Not doing the show. It's getting canceled. It's too much, whatever. Everybody walked. We're talking like in your knees, to your knees, filled of mud and shit. And
so it was like Woodstock.
Yep. And so, anyways, it was depressing. I don't want to ever relive that. I don't want to listen back to the shows, though I did. This might
so
be
you
worse.
did today.
Yeah, this might be worse. This might be worse.
Okay.
But do you want to talk about a time travel thing first?
I mean,
make you feel good? Because this show is not going to be happy.
Well, so I understand Coventry probably not a happy show, but I would like to have seen it. I've never listened to it. It's up there with the
Great man,
the Big Cypress. Never listened to that. Except for I have heard the sand you sent me. No. I have heard the sand you sent me, and that sand is a fuego.
Choice sand. Also, no, Coventry and Cypress are not on the same level.
No. But in terms of being iconic fish shows, they kind of are.
Coventry is not iconic. It's a sad, shitty moment.
Dude, it's the last show of 2.0.
But, okay.
As a matter of fact, it's one of the most iconic shows Fish has ever done. Name another show. Name another show besides The Went, Clifford Ball,
Big
both of
Cypress.
which your boy was at. Big
Big Cypress.
Cypress. Okay, so there's 4. Fish has done like 500 shows, so we're still at 1%. Like that makes
Wait,
them iconic.
but you said
The Sphere is probably iconic now. That first run.
no. Alpine
Are
Valley
we going to go to
shows,
the
whole Alpine
Sphere?
Valley
If
shows.
we got tickets, would we go to
No,
Vegas? Can I
I don't
go?
want to. You can go,
All right.
but I'm not
Can
going.
can I
I don't have
hang
any.
out with Drew Carey?
You can take Drew Carey's pants off.
I want him to keep it on,
Didn't
but
he
with
say
his
it
sports
was like
coat.
being edged for 4 days straight or 3 days straight?
He would know.
And the
And-
guy from NXS and Anthony Bourdain.
Is that what happened to Anthony Bourdain?
No, he
No.
did. I think he liked that stuff.
Dude, let me say just never mind. It's been said.
What were you gonna say?
I hate Anthony Bourdain.
I do not hate.
Passionately.
I don't hate. Listen, I don't want to get on an Anthony Bourdain kick. I like Anthony Bourdain.
Nope.
I was obsessed with No Reservations. I didn't really care for his other
Well,
stuff.
first of all, he definitely had a reservation. He brought a camera.
He had
crew.
many. Yeah, he had many reservations.
Yeah.
But once I saw Roadrunner, the documentary, I lost a ton of respect for him.
I don't know what that is.
It was a documentary about Anthony Bourdain up to his death. And
Was he humping Kate Spade?
Kate Spade,
Yeah.
the actress?
No, the woman who makes the bags.
Yes.
Yeah.
And James Spader.
He was banging James Spader?
Yep.
James Spader. Why does
Come
that name
on,
ring a
the
bell?
Lizard King.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me?
No.
I love that guy.
He was railing him hard.
Okay. I did not know that.
It's not true.
God damn it. You can't. We're on a podcast. We're supposed to be giving factual information.
No, not on this fucking podcast.
Dude, so TikTok is getting banned, by the way. You know that?
Oh, it definitely.
Yeah, the court in DC or wherever said, no, this is legal. And they set the date of January 19th. So goodbye, TikTok. But I'm okay with it because I've learned so much shit on TikTok that's not true. And I tell people like it is. I'm surprised on this podcast I haven't told you this, which is true. In the beginning of Super Mario, when you turn it on, what does Mario say?
Hang on. It's been a while. No.
And then he goes,
Let's go.
Close. It's a me, Mario.
Mario.
It's a me, Mario. Well, anyway, in Japanese, Itsumi means super. So he's just saying Super Mario.
So the word it's a me.
Itsumi. Japanese.
Itsumi.
Is Japanese for super.
Oh, and the way he sounds with the Italian accent, it sounds like Itsumi.
It's a me, Mario. It's fucked. Your brain's fucked. He's just saying Super Mario.
Love it.
That's not true, though. I learned that on TikTok. I've been telling people that for years.
Yeah, but
and then one day I'm in the car, I'm in traffic. Don't play on your phone. And I just Google Japanese for super. It is not Itsumi.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
Yeah.
And it's like dude, something like that.
I mean, if we couldn't get canceled, that's the best voice you could do. An entire show of that would make me so happy.
All right. So I digress from
So
that.
you listened to this.
I did.
Okay. I did not listen to this.
So, and it just kind of goes on what our conversation was yesterday about poorly rated shows. It's crazy that
we
Nick
got
and I
into it. It's interesting.
You know, I'm going to take back some of my comments about F Zappa. Listen, I know you shit on the 20th anniversary show, and I was, because I was at the show and I had an experience there, and it was great and it was wonderful.
Kissed a girl, you liked it.
Yep. But I shit on him because I was like, why are you going back and listening to?
Well, I think that's stupid.
Yeah. Anyways, but we're literally doing the same thing right now.
Literally the same thing, which is why it's okay.
I'm searching for this. This is the point of it, is to go back and look at and find a shitty show.
We're not going. Okay, so the 20th anniversary show is another iconic show, right? Okay, we're up to 5. Some people might throw in the baker's dozen, so all of a sudden you're at 18.
Definitely.
Okay,
yeah.
it's still been 600 shows. So Coventry is probably the most famous fish show, period.
No,
Period.
because out of those iconic moments, it's not that one. I guarantee you, it's Big Cypress.
You know what? Why don't
Ask
we put that? Why
anybody.
don't we
I'll
put that
win.
online?
Yep, I'll win.
But don't word it in a way you'll win. Just say,
Listen, no, Nick, bend over and grab the
did
butter
you
now.
say Ben? Who's Ben?
Hey,
You doing this show with Ben?
No, bend over and grab the butter now because I'm gonna win.
You have to word it like, what is the most iconic fish show? Or what's the most widely known?
Perfect.
There you go. No. What's the most widely known fish show?
I
Big Cypress would win.
Right.
Okay. But Coventry is like a close second.
Okay, so what I'll say is, what was more iconic, Big Cypress or Coventry? Perfect.
Big Cypress.
yeah, you're gonna lose.
Okay, but we're not doing a this or that. I'm just saying that on my time machine shows, one of them is Big Cypress, but another one is Coventry, regardless of how well it was.
See, for me, it would be like Big Cypress. It'd be The Went. It'd be Clifford Ball. Like it would be, Times Union 97. Like it would be the show that you went to in Michigan 94, right?
Dude,
like,
I would go to the 97 run that they did that they just released. I don't know where it is. I want to say Philadelphia, but I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that shit is sick.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to this.
All right, we're 4/15/2004.
This is as far as we can tell the worst rated show.
Yeah, it's at the Thomas Mack Center. We're looking at a 1.9 rating. Worst I've ever seen.
Love it.
Here's just a little setup for this. This is like a 3-day run, Las Vegas. People really didn't know it was coming. They kind of added it last minute type of deal. And this is one of the only times that Chris didn't make it to these shows to do the lighting. So
dude, where's fucking Cooter?
I don't know. The lighting guy from Dave Matthews Band sat in. So
this is the first one where he sat in.
No, this might be the second night.
This is the first one I checked.
Oh, it is the first one.
The show they played before this, which is crazy, is sorry. Never mind. What day are we looking at here? 4/15.
4/15/2004.
Yeah. That's the first one.
Okay.
But before then, they played Higher Ground, Sand and Chalk Dust.
Fenton Williams was the one doing the lighting on this.
Dude.
This is the first absence of the lighting since 1989. This guy made it to every fucking show.
Is it his only absence?
From what I've read. It's the only absence. So that's the first problem that we have here.
Yes.
And so people were excited for it, juiced up. However, I think they knew that, fish they knew that mistakes were happening during this time. And they were. It was evident.
Yep.
By this point. However, they put on a stellar summer tour. Just a wonderful summer tour with SPAC and then the two shows at Great Woods. Those were fire fucking shows. There were other shows in there. But anyways, this one, this is the saddest piece of shit I have ever listened to. Other than Coventry. And Glide.
Which I'd like to go
with Trey crying and Paige crying.
Dude, I heard there was lots of crying.
Lots of it.
Were you crying? Don't lie.
I don't think so.
A little bit?
Maybe one tear.
You know what's really funny as you start this? Zencastr, which is the company we use to make these, there's like a chat window that's always open. And so while we're recording, there's a little notification from Zencastr and it says, Lynn says. And I'm like, that's a great name for a fucking fish song.
Lynn says.
Lynn says.
Would it be like, but if you said it quickly, Lynn says.
Yeah, exactly. It's Italian.
It's Italian.
For mozzarella.
For mozzarella, Lynn says.
Lynn says. You want the pizza with the Lynn says? Come see.
You want some Lynn says on your fucking mac and cheese?
Hey, wash your feet. They drive me to a frenzy.
Is that what it is?
That's what I think it's three things. That, once you fix it, drive me to frenzy. Forenza?
wash your feetsy, drive me to Forenzi.
It's well, could be. You know what's crazy is they brought the chorus on for the New Year's show, and they definitely told them what to sing,
Yeah,
and they were all singing. And I think it's two things, and they just go back and forth.
they
And
probably
dude,
do.
that's why having Fish on the podcast will be fun for you and me. We'll get no good information. They will literally lie to us
The
about
whole time.
everything.
Yep. They're
The
gonna
whole-
steamroll. They're gonna steamroll right over my fucking face. They're gonna be like,
Dude,
"We've had it
Dude, you might get Heisman on the way out.
easily."
Just-
Yeah, easily. They're gonna be like, "This bitch."
oh my god,
Not
they're gonna
really a
walk
fan.
off like microphones dropped and just get out.
They're like, "He's not a fan. He's a fucking asshole."
Dude, before you go into this, just give a sample question that you would ask Mike. Like a real one though. Not like funny. Real.
That for Mike.
For Mike. Mike's the hardest one. I got questions for everybody.
What was it like living in Sudbury?
Yes, that's a good one, right? Do you miss living outside of Boston?
Yeah. Do you miss living outside of Boston?
That's
What
a
was
good
it like?
one.
What was it like living with your dad owning Store 24s? Did you go and get free
Growing
shit
up-
all the
oh,
time?
yeah, for sure, right?
Did you get baked and fucking go in and see dad with your yarmulke on and everything?
Other great questions for Mike would be like in the early days, because it seemed like, and I could be wrong on the Fish lore, but Mike's the one that really dragged Paige into the band.
I think so, because Mike fucking knew. Mike's got a good ear, dude. The guy's a good musician.
Mike's a great musician.
Yeah, he is.
He's sneaky good musician.
He's on point.
What's up, John Ashbrook?
Yeah, whatever. Rear window.
Ugh.
What would be your question to Fishman?
Dude, Fishman. I would be like, dude, I heard that. What do you always say about his chops? I'd be like, a co-host of this podcast thinks your chops suck, bro. Is that true?
That's fucked, man.
I don't know what I'd ask Fishman. Like, what do you wear under that dress, bro?
You're like, nothing. Ah!
I mean, I could see that. I would wear nothing under a dress.
Are you wearing pants now? Jeans, aren't they? Yeah,
Right.
dude, you totally went fucking full 50-year-old man with today.
Yeah, I did. I
Um,
had meetings all morning.
so no, you can't tell Fishman that like, hey, what's wrong with your chops? Be like, dude, my co-host like reveres you as a musician.
He loves your chops,
like,
bro.
but he also he wants to poke you in the chops. But like, he also like, why? What's going on? He knows something's amiss.
What does he do? What do you do all day in Maine? He lives in
That's
like
what I want to know.
the middle of nowhere, Maine.
Nowhere.
Yeah, he's chilling.
You and I
have
tried-
friends?
Yeah. You and I tried they're moose and cattle, but they're friends.
He just take a lot of wildlife photography.
Good for him, man. He's really separated. You know, I think that majority of time that he's out there, he's just living a clean lifestyle with his family. You know, I think Paige does the same thing. I think Mike is a close third behind them, and then Trey he loves his family, but he just ain't around.
I mean, I think he brings them with him.
Not his daughters.
Okay.
But I think he used to, but I think he brings his wife. Definitely now. Do you think sometimes he's like, dude, I'm doing an acoustic tour. Are you coming? Who's coming with me? And she's like, I'm sitting this one out.
In the video that he put out, which is fun to watch, but in the end, it's just him sitting in the back of his bus playing his guitar as he like drifts off to sleep. How much time every day do you think he plays guitar?
All the time.
Like plus 8 hours.
I think it was a lot more when in the early years. I think he carried that thing with him all the time, and he was always fucking around. And I think it's less now, but listen, you got to give it to the guy. Like recently, he's been very active with his.
The whole band is just fucking crushing it. I do wish they would rehearse more. I have no idea what their rehearsal schedule is. I just feel like
2 weeks before the show.
I would like them to do like a good month every 3 months. 1 out of 3 months, you guys are
bringing it in hard. Bringing it in hard.
Yeah, because you guys are so good. But you know what? I feel like the pent up rage now that you get at show one kind of makes it worthwhile.
Love it. Dude, their show ones just
Show
burn
ones.
they
Yeah.
burn the house down. I'll never skip a show one at fucking
Show
Great
one is the new Sunday.
Yep.
Okay, let's do
Ooh,
this.
hot take.
Yeah,
Show
show
one's
one is the new Sunday.
All right, guys. Let's get fucking weird with this.
Love it.
Set one, Buried Alive.
Wah, 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 wah.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
Like, Trey's not even playing in the same key the whole fucking time.
Which is weird. Do you think he did that on purpose?
No,
Okay.
no, he didn't. He wasn't right.
Okay.
Into AC/DC Bag.
Yep.
Which, by the way, went nowhere.
That's a bummer.
Nowhere. Not only did it not go anywhere,
How's the singing?
but Trey had the thinnest sound on his guitar that you possibly could have.
Do you think any of this so far is, well, maybe
None of
not
it's
being in the
planned.
right key, but has anything to do with the lights?
Maybe. I don't think it was a good start.
Okay, keep going.
So
I can't believe you listen to the show.
AC/DC Bag at the end, Trey has a loop going. Just set the mood. And it's not a good loop. It's a loop because he didn't know how to finish the song.
Guadalupe.
He gets on and says, I got this annoying loop going here, and I'm going to turn it up, and we're going to have you listen to it while we figure out what to play next.
He says this?
And he said it raspy and with no voice.
Okay.
Into Limb by Limb, which was abysmal. They didn't know where to go, or poor Fishman, man. Fishman's trying, but the minute that Trey fucks up, Fishman is going down in flames. It's too bad. But that's, I think Mike and Paige are the strongest when it comes to like showing up.
So you're saying that like Trey's kind of off in La La Land and Fishman's all fucked up because of that.
Yeah, he can't when Trey's
well, he
done.
Can't because I think Fishman plays listening to Trey.
Yeah, he does, clearly, which is not should be the case. It should be with Mike and Paige.
Mike and Paige, they might listen to each other.
The MoMA,
ready?
They had such a tough time, man. They broke into it so strange. Like, I wish you'd listen to this show because you'd be like, dude, what are they doing?
I'm going to listen to the show.
And then, so they break into it really strange. They try really hard to, like, get out of the shit that they're in. Really hard. And they just, Trey can't. Old Home Place, again, not great.
That's horrible. That's a great song.
I know, and it's really bad. Trey's not hitting any of the spots. And like set list wise, it sounds good, right? Rogue, okay. They did it all right with Rogue, Water in the Sky, and then they just fucking let's just fucking slap you in the face with all of these dreams. That didn't work. Okay, Stash, horrible timber to end the set. Horrible.
I'm surprised. Like, if I'm not feeling a Fish show, which happens, right? Like, I'm not saying that. Like, I feel every Fish show. I just go to the next, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm out. And you stuck around here.
I did stick around.
You stuck around. You did it for the fans.
I did it for the fans. I did it for all of you.
By the way, like and follow, subscribe, and check us out on YouTube.
Check us out on YouTube. Looks like we're going to be on another podcast. As
heard that. I'm excited for them.
We're not going until
it's a while out.
It's in the new year.
Okay.
They haven't told us. It's called the Dirty Dads Podcast.
Shout out.
Shout out to the Dirty Dads. I think they're still pretty new with what they're doing, but they seem pretty put together.
Let me tell you something. If you're sandbagging me, like, you know what I mean? I show up, it's an intervention or something, I'm going to be pissed.
An intervention to what?
I don't know.
What needs to be intervened on?
My podcast skills.
yeah. Like, all right.
Okay.
Set 2, 46 Days.
Love that song. Nicole ran out.
Played badly.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about flubs.
Okay, Drowned had to be good.
Drowned
had to be good.
2001 wasn't up to
good?
par. No.
Damn it.
Down with Disease. They tried really hard. I think they went pretty deep into that. Free. Scent of a Mule, and then fucking Girls.
With Jenny Hartz from the Tab Band, plays the trumpet.
Yep.
I like her. She came out, this I think is her first time.
Jennifer Hart assisted on vocals during Girls, a Jay-Z cover. Why they did that, I have no idea.
Dude, they should have just got Jay-Z.
Back into Scent of the Mule, and then you just lose everybody with Secret Smile and Crowd Control.
When was the last time they played Secret Smile? Ooh,
I don't know.
2016. MSG.
Nobody wants a Secret Smile.
No, I don't care.
Crowd Control.
Yep.
And then ending with Slave to the Traffic Light. Now, this all sounds like, okay, you know, they had some weird. And then Encore, Sneak and Sally, and that's it. They were out. You know, when you look at the set list, you're like, okay, like horribly put together.
That's how we do it. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
no good.
No bueno. I mean, if you could think about the worst that they could play.
Yeah.
Almost like they forgot what to do in every song. That's what this was.
How rare is this level of performance for them?
Rare, but it was more frequent in the 2004 area. So that's why people kind of shit all over 2004.
And that's why they broke up.
I don't know why they looped 2003 in there. It's not the same fucking deal.
2003's got some great shows.
Super fire. But 2004's also got some good shows. Like I said, the 2 SPAC shows and the 2 shows at Great Woods were absolute fucking fire.
In your humblest.
And had a very 2004.
How far back do you have to go from today for a show of this level, or even close to this level?
Oh God, it's you're far back.
Because it's been a while.
Even if he flubs, like say Trey flubs in first set, you know, during Rift, right?
Yeah.
He flubs his parts. He's pulling it back at some point. He's trying to get it together.
The rest of the band's there.
Yeah, the rest of the band's there, and he's trying, right? But he's just so fucked up. By the way, his voice is shot the whole time. So when he gets on, he's like, It's a sad affair. I don't like to relive these things, but I want everybody to remember that Trey was a fucked up loser once.
That is so hard for me. I should have ended the show, but I hadn't said my name yet, and I'm Steve Martin. You're Martin Scorsese.
Booyakasha.
We're Sufficient Inc.
No.
They don't play like that anymore. I mean,
no,
I thought
I'm happy. I'm so proud of them.
Of the Divided Sky series wasn't their best performance.
But it was
good. I re-listened to it, and it was just my mindset when I saw it the second night. It was just a little off there. No big deal.
Hey, listen, and they tried. It's not like they showed up and didn't try.
Let me tell you something. When they played Divided Sky, though, house went nuts.
Unfortunately, they didn't play it.
Wait, at the Divided Sky Foundation. At the Divided Sky Foundation
what
fundraiser, they didn't play Divided Sky?
Nope. Fucking tools.